Are we on?
Yeah, we're on. We're on.
All right.
What up?
Max Lawton, back.
Max is back, dude. We're about to. Yo,
What do you think? Has our tech gotten better since last time?
I'd say it's gotten dramatically worse.
it's gotten dramatically worse. We accommodating multiple mics. If we had the fourth mic, it would have been complete.
If we had,
catastrophe.
Paul had actually come.
But Paul was mad.
No.
Whatever. We'll edit that.
Paul was madly
Okay, I'm frazzled.
excited to come.
I gotta adjust from that little tech hiccup. I'm stressed out about.
Dude.
How are you, Max?
Good.
Yeah.
Did an event last night for the Moresco.
How did you read?
Songs of Chaos.
Yeah. How was that?
It was good. I mean, I kind of like chickened out a little bit.
You did. Why? You couldn't say the dirtier stuff?
I didn't want to be like.
What was it?
They were like about dogs fucking them in the ass.
Oh. And why? Why'd you chicken out? You like that stuff.
I don't like. I don't like that stuff.
Max loves. Yeah.
I love bestiality.
Yeah.
But why can't girls fuck dogs?
I mean, they can and they do all over the world. I'm sure all the time.
Exactly. That's a good start.
Yeah.
No, so it was good. I read it. I kind of like edited it a little bit as I went because there's a part about them like sandpapering their assholes.
Yeah.
And then you kind of like look out at the people and you're like, do I want to subject them to this?
Yeah.
So I
mean,
made
you were gonna
more
read
descriptive.
Songs of Chaos at the event.
He did.
I did. Yeah, I did.
You read an excerpt from it.
Yeah, and I'll do it at ours too.
Got you.
I might do the cocaine one. I think I sent you guys that.
Nice.
Yeah.
The girls with the shit in their noses or whatever.
What? And when is that going to be published?
A little more than a year.
So the only language that the Games of Eternity trilogy is in, it's French and Italian right now. Or
No,
not
so
French.
it's nowhere because everyone's
Oh,
too
really?
afraid to do Songs of Chaos.
Really, because it's that crazy.
Yeah, because that crazy. Yeah. So
Interesting.
the first book is in French. The first book is in German. The first book is in Spanish. The second book is in none of the above.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so this was like, so people don't read this in Italy, or they do now, and it was just
The
overlooked.
beginnings nobody reads.
Really?
Songs of Chaos gets read. Like you can buy it in train stations.
Yeah.
No.
Really?
Well, I mean, they're like nice bookstores.
Yeah,
and train
yeah.
stations, like Barnes and Noble.
But so it's popular, the Songs of Chaos.
It's like a cult book.
Yeah.
The beginnings though is not read.
Yeah.
It's just too weird.
So I'm done with the first part of the beginnings, and about 80 pages in, I was like I was kind of like, but actually I really started to like it, and by the end of the first part, I was like loving it, and I really, really liked it.
It teaches you how to read it, I think.
Yeah, the part that got me was when I don't know, I just started. Well, the peach part is what got me when he started looking
when he's
at
in bed and he's like
the bed
the
stuff.
flashlight.
Yeah, that was so cool.
Yeah,
I-
exactly.
Weird.
Yeah, it is, but it's like, it's like all of a sudden the bed is like a fucking whole universe.
Yes, exactly. And the description works in such a way that you can't actually tell what's being described,
Yeah.
but the description itself takes on such a life of its own.
You know what's funny is the description thing. My girlfriend's friends that are a piece of writing, and like some smut or something that she wrote. She's not a
Okay.
writer, and we were reading it together, kind of making fun of it. And the way she was describing things was a lot like Moresco. It was impossible to visualize.
Yeah.
And she, but that effect is. I mean, of course, Moresco's doing it in a very different way. But I
Well,
just,
it's like estrangement.
yeah.
The formal term. The formal term
Yeah.
is estrangement. Остранение, which is
Yeah.
like that comes from the Tolstoy thing where Natasha Rostova's at the opera and
Max,
she's suddenly like pushed.
Yeah.
Do you hear me at
It's
all?
good.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
But it's like
Sean's having a tech.
I'm having a tech. I'm not
You-
even gonna start the pod till
Yeah.
the pod's already started. But I'm just like, this is just.
The debacle.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Talk about estrangement.
No,
Natasha
the thing with-
Rostova's at the opera and she's like, I don't even know what this is anymore.
Yeah.
And so like Moresco takes that to the level of the line in the language, and you can't really tell what he's talking about ever.
See, I really liked Francisco's introduction where he's talking about that Echo with The Name of the Rose, and what was the other novel he mentioned in the beginning? It was the other super popular
forget,
Italian
yeah.
novel.
The
Morante.
maybe yeah.
Yeah. Elsa
Some
Morante, is
dog
that who
shit.
it is?
Yeah, the dog shit.
How that kind of ruined the Italian novel in some ways.
Made it kitschy.
Yeah, well, but it was because like in a way it perfected it too as an entertainment
Yes.
for people.
Yeah.
Like in two different ways.
Yeah.
And that Moresco, and I read something in an interview he was saying where he was annoyed with the 20th century attitude toward that the novel is done and everything is like recycled now and there's no new way to say something. And what the beginnings, I even texted Sean this, what this was reminding me a lot of was The Making of Americans.
Yeah, 100%.
Where it's like, now you got to get completely granular. We have to find a new language to describe something.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
and I actually think The Beginnings is probably a little bit more readable than The Making of the
Definitely.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
what
it's
I would-
definitely more readable.
That's what I would say about
But
that.
but it-
I would
The
say-
Making of American
it's
has
not
some
quite.
good stretches.
Actually, I mean, I you know, I
Yeah.
was. We all read it. We
Yeah.
all read it all the way through, but I was maybe distracted by some other things at the 72-hour reading. I was there for a
fell
lot
in
of.
love. The great. I don't know why I even say that.
Yeah,
Let's not get into that.
Yeah, let's get into everything.
But,
yeah, it's true.
yeah, so you think-
fateful? There's a fateful book.
Yeah.
indeed. I'll say that much.
So you think Stein is a salient comparison?
Very, very. I mean, like, I don't know what else is that salient. It's
Well,
such a
it's
weird
weird.
book.
Yeah, it's weird though, because it's also like totally easy to read.
The Moresco?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
at some points, it's like almost like Nausgarded, which is a weird thing.
It is Nausgoldian.
And-
It's Hanke-like.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused about what we're even doing right now.
Yeah.
Because me and Max are about to talk about this book 2 times, so I don't want to blow all my like.
Well, blow
my,
your takes. Your
my
takes
takes.
develop.
Also, I haven't seen Harold in a long time, so
Yeah.
I want to know what's
We
good
can
with
talk about
Harold.
everything. We can talk
I've
about
also been
no.
only reading Volman like complete. I haven't left my house.
Yeah.
Been nocturnal, only reading Volman.
Juan has read more Volman than anybody.
I'm
in the history of
obsessed,
the
with
world.
dude. I literally think Table of Fortune is like
Table 4 Fortune.
Table for
You
Fortune.
don't even know the title. He's just,
I'm so locked in. I don't even
and
care
now,
about the title,
he's
bro.
steamrolling
I
my
don't
whole
care.
beginning.
Okay. I think it's so.
You know that people are going to be in the
Alright,
comments saying
alright.
you're steamrolling me.
No one says that ever, bro. No one says that ever in the comments. I don't think anyone's ever said that. You know, if anything, I'm just on my backpedaling. Like, Harold, chill.
Yeah.
I'm cutting you off. You know, like I'm trying to disagree with you. I could never steamroll you.
Yeah.
Okay. The beginnings.
But-
Yeah. But it is weirdly. All right, we'll just blow all the takes, but
It's
You blow
calm.
all it takes.
It's calming. It should be readable, but I think part 1 is pretty unreadable, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah,
So it gets better?
way better.
Because by the end I was pretty entertained and I wanted
I
to
like
read
the
more.
first part more
But
than
you guys like-
dude. The second part,
We like religious crap.
the second part is fucking.
Well, my
Yeah.
favorite part was so I mean I started to get intrigued. You know, I'm a lusty reader when he was like looking at the peach and it was
What's
clear that there was
What
some,
he's nocturnally emitting,
One-
we
well,
end.
he didn't nocturnal emit. That was a live emission. He,
Oh, yeah.
he came while he was
Yeah.
riding his bike around.
Yeah,
But you don't know. I didn't notice the first time I read it.
there's a lot of like dried
Yeah.
semen. Like he loves
But-
dried
And-
semen.
Because I mean, the way I read it was
Mm.
that he was riding his bike, and the only time you hear about his dick throbbing is right there while he's riding his bike.
Yeah, but he also just got circumcised.
I
Yeah,
know,
it
but
just got-
it was healed.
got
We
zipped
find out
up.
that it was healed later that night, and then the
Mm.
peach pulls up her shirt,
There's like 2
her,
people in the
her
bed,
dress,
isn't there?
and reveals the cat's paw, and I think that's when he comes. And to me, it was like Leopold jerking off to
I like
Gertie,
that, I like
and it
that,
was
I
like the
like that.
fireworks.
But then
the
also-
big fire heap was going on.
Yeah.
Then also he trying to Dante out with the final word.
Yeah,
They're
yes,
both yes.
nothing.
They're both yes, yeah. They're both.
It goes
they're-
yes, nothing,
Right.
right?
But
Yeah, in this?
yeah,
Yeah, the 3 parts.
3
Right.
parts.
I don't think it goes yes, nothing. I think it goes.
I don't know about,
Isn't the last word nothing?
I don't think so.
Let's see.
but it goes yes, certainly. So it's like half Dante, half
nothing.
Ulysses.
Oh, but it's not as if it were nothing, right? But I mean, like, what does he say before?
But is it yes? Here, third yes. Oh, pronounce the third yes.
Yeah, no,
So-
it's not. He didn't say nothing, but it's the third yes, and I guess
Yeah,
he
but the
doesn't
last
say
one
it.
is nothing.
Yeah.
Is it nothing in Italian?
No,
You c-
wouldn't be. Wouldn't be no.
Wait,
It wouldn't be nothing.
would it be? Would it yes?
No, let me look. That's a good question.
Damn, I had 1 sip of beer and I'm like,
Yeah.
fucking-
How are you, Sean?
dude,
We'll get
I
back.
think
into
I'm
the
all right. I
beginnings.
think I'm all right. I think I'm, we about to go on this, I mean, it's also, we haven't even mentioned that it's Good Friday. See,
It
this
is Good
I
Friday.
really need to get this fucking pod, like, you know, I'm,
Yeah.
I'm frazzled from this whole fucking start. It's not even that I couldn't get the tech going.
Yeah.
It's that, you know, for subsequent guests, I'm just,
Yeah.
you know, I gotta be
You're worried.
prepared, bro. I
You
gotta
don't
be
want to tell the
prepared.
listeners what's impending?
Well, everyone knows what I've been only reading for fucking. See, here's the thing: we're gonna leak this pod up
This pod's coming later
for the
so people don't
Patreon
know.
immediately.
Oh,
But then I'm gonna firebomb it later this week once we get everything done.
Okay.
Because we want to let the streets listen to the fucking whatever else, you know.
Bully
'cause-
first, Bill.
Yeah, no. Bully's coming later, but our talks and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you're recording that?
I think they are.
Oh,
C is the last word.
We might.
see, so it's yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. So yeah. So it's yeah. But
nice. C, Stel. Nice.
But I wonder if it's CCC. It's an interesting question. Well, you can't maintain clausal order.
Yeah.
Otherwise you sound fucking idiotic.
but
We're going to Sacramento. Sac.
yeah. Exactly. How you been, Max? What's up with you?
Dude, I've just been fucking working like a maniac.
What are you working on?
Moresco.
Yeah,
Songs of Chaos, the sequel.
Okay. So you
I've been
translating
in
the
the
sequel.
zone. Been in my cave.
Okay.
Just Songs of Chaos every
How do you
day.
work? You got an office?
Yeah.
Is that the house you live in when I came and
Yeah,
visited you?
So
That's a
do you-
nice ass house,
Yeah.
bro. I didn't even put you on. You
yeah,
know,
don't put them on
it's
blast.
totally fine house. a good house. What's wrong with having a good house?
It's not my. It's,
Hey,
well,
is
yeah,
my apartment
it's our
better than his house?
No, absolutely not. You got a great apartment.
That was
too.
nice of you complimenting my apartment. When you-
See,
apartment's
Max
nice.
doesn't want
It's
me
nice.
to compliment his house. You want me to compliment
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
apartment.
It's the house I live in. It's not my house.
What do you got? You got a little cave? You just go in
I
there?
got a little nook. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
nook.
do you translate off the physical book? Do you have it in front of you and you're flipping pages?
Digital. I like both.
Do you
but
print it
use
out?
Digital to like look up words fast.
Yeah.
To copy paste.
Yeah,
Huge time saver. I mean, translators back in the analog days looking
It's
up words
crazy,
in
huh?
dictionaries. Oh my god.
yeah.
Also, like with technical words,
Yeah.
technical vocabulary. Like
Yeah.
imagine the church words in here. I would have had to have gone to
Yeah, I mean,
university
like the
library.
thurible. I didn't even know what
Exactly.
that was.
It's some.
And I was
thing.
Catholic my whole life.
It's like the thing, the swingy thing.
yeah, and I got that from the context eventually, but I'd never heard that word.
Yeah.
Did you
well,
know it?
No, not before.
Yeah.
No.
The Moresco is weird though, and it changes what it means as you read it, because sometimes it's so silly.
Yeah.
And it's so confusing and silly, and you're like, what the fuck?
Mm.
But then sometimes when you start to see the whole thing it's also like the phases of his life. I think it's also because you first reached out to me, and I think you said he was on some like weird autofiction epic shit.
It is an autofiction
That's
epic.
cool.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
like if you think about it, and once you get to the third part, where you read the intro, so you know what it's about, kind of.
Yeah.
So like,
But
like,
what was the last one? The party scene?
the party scene.
yeah, but it's just it's him
The
trying
party scene's kind of
trying
like
to write.
weirdly the weakest part. Well, I mean, there are like different things to be said about it. Like, I think it's an uneven book because it's a life book.
But it's the phases of your life,
Exactly.
right? The first phase, he trying to go in the monastery, decides not to be a priest, and he's like, dude. The second part is, I think it's way more disorienting than the first part.
Yeah, but
It's like
tempo
they're
is
in a
better.
house.
The
I don't.
paragraphs are shorter.
Okay,
So it's
but
like,
I
boom,
think it's
boom,
because I'm
boom,
yeah,
boom.
but like the first part, like all the confusing, like repetitive, like or not even necessarily repetitive, but
It is
just-
repetitive.
Yeah,
though. Like much did you say suddenly?
yeah, exactly.
Everything that
oh,
happens
so
is
slowly,
suddenly,
so
suddenly.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
But
I started to read
Because
that
it's
yeah, go
bunked
ahead.
out, I like it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, this is part of. And you know,
But
he getting
political
zipped up.
revolutionaries, Marxist revolutionaries, are also monks.
Exactly.
like
and
it-
writers are.
Writers are too, but writers are also not. That's why sex.
I know, but there's a
appears in
part right in
three.
the beginning where he's like, and then because it gets really spiritual sometimes in
Yeah.
a weird way.
Kind of, yeah.
No, it does kind of like it is very subtly though. But because there's always like the stars. And
yeah,
sometimes the stars are like
low-hanging
eggs.
stars.
Yeah,
they're
it's
also
they're
like grazing stars. Was
Yeah.
kind of how I wanted to translate that, but then I was like,
Yeah. and
But
then,
it's like the images that they're almost grazing on the world below.
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Like I almost think of it as like farm
Yeah.
animals grazing.
yeah, and then they're driving somewhere suddenly. Once you're driving somewhere, you're
Yeah.
like, holy shit, we're going somewhere.
Yeah, but that part's fucked because that's his family. Like the nerve, the peach.
yeah.
Those are his family members, which there's no indication in the book of that whatsoever.
Well, yeah. See, that's what I like is that you have to figure out what the relationships are, and
Mm.
you don't know anyone's age or anything, too.
No, exactly. Only the uncle seems very old, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, because they got to carry him around.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
stairs
I mean,
and
it is
through-
interesting in the autofiction
Yeah.
discussion, because it's like, it's I know what he's writing about and how he's going in and he's calling everybody this, but it's like, just the idea that like if you're writing autofiction, it's automatically like this like loose, careless
yeah.
prose, and this is like the most strange. Like it's obviously we know it's
Mhm.
just such a nonsensical distinction.
Yeah.
I always
It's all
I
about
say
the
that too with
form.
autofiction, where people are like,
This is such a strange way to represent your life.
yeah, but I mean, like autofiction historically, Proust is autofiction. Proust
No,
was
of
like
course.
a very strange writer.
Hey,
Céline,
if you're on the
like,
pod and you think, yes, everybody, yeah,
Everybody
if you
knows.
think that, well, yeah, people who know, people who don't know,
everybody knows.
are like the editors at the publishing houses.
well, yeah, who don't have any. Most of them don't have any historical context for their reading. They just
Well, they actually don't know.
Yeah.
they don't know.
Yeah, they're probably like,
They-
autofiction is what, the new dime square thing
yeah,
people are doing?
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what they think.
But,
That's
bro,
exactly what they think.
Okay, can we talk about? We gotta talk about Bowman.
No, can we talk about Moresco Thor? Moresco, I really
Oh my
fucking
God,
liked
okay,
it.
keep going.
And I was really impressed by some of the stuff, like the time stuff, which is it purports to be a book about space in a lot of ways because the way he's talking about space is really disorienting. But
He doesn't have any notion of space in his writing, I think.
yeah, you don't.
He's a
think
little bit
so.
like Conrad. I mean, there's certain writers who are really bad at depicting, so certain writers like Sorokin, for example, I think is a writer like this. Maybe, I don't know, Count of Monte Cristo is also like this,
Yeah,
where it's quite visual. Secret Agent is like that, but some writers you really can't visualize what's happening at all. As it
I
happens.
can never visualize anything that's happening in a book, and I
Never.
never even try. It's just
What
not,
do you mean?
it's just not something that ever I think about when I'm reading. I'm like, what does this look like in space? It's just so that's
But you
what-
have an imagining of it, no?
I mean, no, it's not something that I try to do. I don't have aphantasia where I can't see pictures or whatever, which a couple of my friends have, and they literally can't visualize anything.
But like if you read a visual scene, like you have an idea.
Like if I'm reading Nabokov or something where it's like everything is like I don't even it really I don't think
you have
about
no
it
image
as,
in your head at all.
no, it's just not something that I'm thinking about. And that's why I was struggling with this at the beginning because I was like, oh, this is all that. I hate description.
No,
hate trying to-
it's the opposite because the descriptions are all impossible. Like it's very unclear what's actually being referred to. For example, why the fuck is it written in the imperfective?
yeah.
The imperfect is crazy.
It makes no sense.
He's constantly like, we would do this, we would do that,
Because
we
it-
would do
because
this.
it's actually a time
But
book.
sometimes it's not like
He
that.
switches in and out
I
at
know, but
random,
sometimes
completely at random.
it's not like he's like, and then yesterday this happened, and then we started, and then we would do. No, you
Yeah.
wouldn't do that. You did that one
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah. Well, no, it's a sequence. I mean, Brazilian,
Yeah.
Portuguese speaker.
Yeah.
You can't have a sequence of imperfective descriptions if they're one-time actions. It's senseless.
Yeah.
It's nonsense.
But it goes with that time disorientation where
Sure.
I mean what it reminded me a lot of, and it's I mean the back of the book says the photo negative of Virginia Woolf, but the
Yeah.
time passes into the lighthouse
Mhm,
is what I think was. It's like a fucked up version of the time passes, and he keeps
Yeah.
repeating time passes, right? But
Yeah.
whenever time passes, it's not really passing. When it's passing is when he's not saying it. Like all of a sudden, Turquoise is pregnant, and you don't even see the baby.
Yeah, then that
Develop.
happened. There's a really funny thing in part 2 or part 3 where even though he's not published yet, the publisher sends a biographer to his house.
Yeah.
And the biographer lives with him and is really annoying and
Yeah.
has a premature aging disorder.
Yeah.
And he ages 80 years in like 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
So
For that. And then they go to bury him and they like dig up a magician's skeleton. 'cause
Wait,
they're
which
like-
part was that?
Part 3.
Okay, part 3.
Magician's skeleton.
Okay, yeah,
Remember?
yeah.
but it's also like the actually the first time where I was intrigued at all was when he like God said this. It ends one of the sections.
That's
He goes-
crazy.
I know it's like
I edited it a bit since there because it's such a fucked up it's so fucked up in Italian.
yeah,
And I was like
it-
someone posted it from the galley, that paragraph.
yeah,
And I was like,
yeah,
Francesco,
yeah.
what do we think this means?
Yeah.
And Francesco's like, no, but it doesn't mean
Yeah.
anything. Max, it really doesn't mean anything. And I'm like, but if it meant something, what would it mean? Like, let's just change one clause and push it a
Yeah.
little bit in one direction. And he was like, but maybe it could mean, okay, we could say this. And
Yeah.
it's like, we pushed it a little bit. Because, like, I think there's a really nonsensical phrase in the original Italian. The thing about like reincarnating as a gut bacteria.
Oh yeah, that was really good.
That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah. Wait, let me let me try to find that paragraph.
I can find it fast.
Yeah.
You guys
go
want a
ahead.
beer?
I'm good
Yeah,
with water
I
for
do
now.
want a
I'm
beer.
hung.
Give me a beer.
Get Max a beer. Too.
No. Just water for now.
He's scared.
I'm not scared. You know, you just drink too much and you just
yeah,
go
of
like,
course.
I don't want more.
It's earlier than that, isn't it?
I can sip on my foot.
Come on, Coors Light. I mean, that's like water, and it's
Coors
good.
Light.
Good Friday.
Max,
we have to
gotta
celebrate.
Max. Listen, bro, we got a long week ahead. Okay?
That's why I'm
So
telling
you need to not be getting too geeked up like you did first night. You know, you can't be doing that, bro. We're gonna be like the damn. We're gonna be like in Moresco driving some long
Dude,
long way.
Drive from Sacramento to LA.
We're gonna be on a damn motorcycle. I'm gonna be clutching you on the back.
Yeah, like
Bars.
a nerve, and he's
Yeah.
asleep. And then when he comes back from the villa, he's obviously sick, but we never hear anything about his illness at all, right?
I think it's a nervous illness, as they say.
Yeah,
Mental.
Yeah, dude. And then they in the courtyard.
They're always in a courtyard.
yeah.
It was in a
They're
courtyard.
doing that weird fucking game with the ping pong balls,
The other crazy thing is
which
that
is the
like,
best described thing in the whole thing.
yeah, okay, this part is like the once upon a time it seemed to me that he was silently clamoring into space. I was so free, a magmatic mush that would rage in the intact, uncreated. What is it that's happened to my mind? Thought never thought, yet deflagrated. The limit was broken, overturned, that first time I sent my son to Earth, which means that I'll incarnate myself as a bacillus this time.
Yes.
And I shall be able to call myself satisfied if, after a certain number of years, through a series of chain reactions, this is the part that we changed, that one might calculate as incalculable as at the very end of that age, which to some might even appear to be a cyclical seal, yet without any other purpose, without any claim to redemption, I shall finally be able to arouse a perfectly audible intestinal rumbling in a human body during its illusory movement through space on an ordinary yet unrepeatable night, at the very moment when another shall find himself come across by chance on that same sidewalk.
Wow.
Then I shall verily be able to say that my work is complete.
Wow. See, I get off on that kind of gobbledygook right there.
But let me see I'll find what we changed. 'Cause
But
it's cool.
But it's also like he's really in tune with bugs and stuff and small
Dude,
animals.
bugs,
He
yeah.
is. He's
burrows.
everything is like when he puts the little mouse in the glider and it's like
That's
a little
amazing.
pilot.
Yeah.
I mean, there were some amazing moments.
I mean, dude, the adult circumcision is wild, dude.
How about Christ gets circumcised?
Yeah, right here,
That's
sitting
just
at
Yeah,
the
that's a
edge,
very
sitting
weird
at the
part.
edge of the uncovered tomb. The angel was entirely bent
Oh,
down
yeah.
towards Jesus' body. It was removing the stitches from his newly circumcised penis with the help of a tiny hook, which shimmered slightly in his hand. Its white alb was dazzling, as were the vamps of the wooden clogs it wore on its feet. What is going on, huh?
Yeah.
What is
Here's
And
going
then
on?
Christ is really upset that the angel don't understand.
Yeah,
him, right?
Jesus was also sitting at the edge of the tomb. His eyes, I mean, it's Good Friday right now, guys.
Yeah.
His eyes slightly narrowed because of the light. The angel's visage. Anyway, what visage?
Visage.
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 Visage. No one got a face, huh? It's all
Well, it's in Italian. You have la faccia and il viso.
and
It maps on more or
Yeah,
less.
okay.
I think like,
Visage.
il viso is a bit more common than visage, but it's like you have to defamiliarize in a new way.
But I like it. I like
think
it.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he got like, look, he goes, I wrote the note here that because he goes, evening was spreading. It no longer seemed capable of stopping itself. Everything is alive in like a really
Yeah,
unusual way,
yeah.
you know?
Well, also, I mean, like, so here's what we fix with this passage. So it's through a series of chain reactions that one might calculate as incalculable, so close to the end of an age that to some it might even appear to be a cyclical seal.
Okay.
So close.
Nice.
We sort of like we pushed it in that direction, even though it wasn't
Yeah.
clearly that in
Yeah.
Italian. Seems better.
Yeah. But and that magmatic word was in there too.
He's
and
fixated on that word,
and-
mush.
because it's magma. It's
magmatic.
the beginnings, right? Everything
Yeah,
is
yeah. But like whenever they're fucking, it's like he was in the magma of her
Oh,
belly.
so they fuck in the third part?
and Songs of Chaos more. Like.
Oh my god, I can't wait to
Dude,
I can't wait for that.
They have so much sex. It'll be like the black scum of the shit on her rectum
Oh yeah, I
as
love
he
that kind of
pushed
stuff.
the like whatever the mush of his cock
Yeah.
deep
And
inside
so,
of her.
is there a pornographic tradition in Italian in like high literature?
No, not that I know of.
So
Not a big one. No,
where is he specifically getting that from?
himself.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I mean maybe Sod a little bit. I'm sure he read Sod.
Okay.
So how'd you get on Moresco?
Just the blog
Yeah.
on Translate Andre again.
Okay.
And then I read it and I was just like very drawn to it.
What would you think of the beginnings the first time you read it?
Befuddled.
Yeah.
Befuddled.
You like it?
I liked it.
Yeah.
But I think the more time I've spent with it, the more I've liked it actually. Because I think it's sort of a book that rewards deep immersion and like actually
Riding out the strangeness.
yes, writing out the strangeness and then going back again and again, and it
Yeah.
becomes quite funny. Like
Yeah.
that gobbledygook passage.
Yeah.
It's saying Jesus is going to resurrect himself as a fart
Yeah. Yeah.
to mark the end of an era,
That's
which is
really
very
good.
funny.
Yeah.
But it's almost impossible to tell that on the first time,
Yeah.
especially if you're just reading along. Because when you're just reading, you're not like deciphering,
Yeah.
right? Maybe some people read like that naturally, but I don't. Like when I'm just reading something, and they're like little funny jokes. For example, Lenin
Yeah.
and Lenin.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So like later in the book,
Yeah.
Lenin's a character.
Oh,
Yeah,
CB
second part,
Oh, that's
yeah.
And then
great.
the random caretaker on the
Yeah.
estate is Lenin,
Yeah.
which is not a real name in
Yeah.
Italian. So it's kind of like funny
Yeah.
in a stupid ass way.
Yeah.
Yeah, then like, dude, they like the whole second part. They just like, they in a car. They pull up to a weird town. There's
Yeah.
like a bando. They're like in the bando. They're like, this is the headquarters. And then there's like mice everywhere, and it's like all fucked up. And
Yeah.
they got a weird
There's a kid
heater.
living
but it's
there.
Like, too hot. There's a random
You
kid
can't
in there.
really tell what's
Like,
happening
what is
ever.
going on? In the beginning, they got a loudspeaker, but there's like no one around.
Yeah.
Then they just in this random house. Then there's
And
an
also, the
old guy there.
terminology is so fucked up. Like, for example, with the microphone, a microphone looks a little bit like a pin.
Mm.
So he describes it as a spillo, lo spillo,
Yeah.
once,
Yeah.
and then it just becomes the pin.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
microphone
really?
becomes the
Oh,
pin.
That's funny.
So it's like, simile, you lose the like or as of the simile,
Yeah.
and it becomes simile as metaphor as metaphysics.
And it's like it's really like everything's in the bed with him and the pizza.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
everything's a big bed, and the bed is magmatic, right?
Yes.
Everything's flowing into each other. You're
Yes.
getting these shits stuck on you that's impressing on your face, and all of
Yeah.
a sudden you got the marks of that, and there's just like no difference between you and the evening as a thing and the big fire and the bugs, and it's all on the same level and described the same way, you know. So I mean, I just like it's Spinozan, you
Hmm.
know.
Yeah, no, I think
Yeah, but there's
that-
one part. So this old ass dude is in the bed. He like dying.
That's what I'm saying. The guy who
Yeah.
has accelerated
And then
aging
like,
disorder.
and then like, he's like dying, and then like, fucking, he's like, and then I just sat right by his bed and like, I sparked a cig,
Yeah.
and then they came in like, someone's like, don't smoke the cig, like right in
Yeah,
front
yeah,
of him,
yeah.
like while he's dying, and it's like he's dead. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on, bro? Like, and then the dude, the fop pulls up. You know, he like.
The fop is good,
The
yeah.
fop, he's just like a weird, and then there's like 3 chapters of him telling stories about, and it was like kind of sexual. I don't really know.
That's
what's
the Lenin
going
part.
on. Yeah, that's the
Where they're
Lenin
like
part.
waiting for Lenin to die so they can whatever taxidermy him really fast.
Yeah,
And there's a woman like giving him a blowjob or fucking him, kind of. You can't exactly.
yeah, exactly.
Tell.
There's
yeah.
a guy giving him a blowjob,
Yeah.
and then he's like, and then it's, at some points it sort of seemed like it was a damn what's it called when you got the little hole?
Peeping Tom.
Nah, when you put your dick in the hole and then.
Oh, what do they call it? I know.
What's it called?
Masturbation?
No, glory
Nah,
hole.
a glory hole.
Oh.
It seemed like a glory hole or something. And
I
then,
don't know about that.
yeah, I couldn't quite. It's really
But
unclear
it's
though.
hard-
Yeah,
it's
it's-
the
I was
book is
reading it,
very confusing.
And he's like, it's like, don't mess up her mouth. Like, is he like blowing him? And he's like, and then it's so.
it's because he dies and they're gonna taxidermy him, and something goes wrong. Fire.
This sounds so crazy.
Dude, it's
Except
so
it's happening as the
crazy.
first section.
But then he's
Yeah.
like, then it's like, and then the sky was like strange, and the stars were low, and the stars were like eggs. And I'm
Yeah, like
oh.
the grazing stars or the
Oh.
low hanging stars
Yeah.
are like eggs.
But there is this effect where, I mean, part of the awe that I felt when I was reading was like I couldn't understand, because it's also funny, like when I look at how I write like fuckboy and stuff
Sure.
like that, like everything is like, and I see when people mimic my style from fuckboy, and it's like it's all about these like framing sentences
Yeah.
that you
How
call
you
like
mean?
you like every chapter, you know, in fuckboy or any, you know, like, and you know, it's like you just drop, you like, I pulled up here for this reason
Mhm.
to see this thing. there's never any framing sentences like
In Moresco.
yeah, in Moresco.
Yeah,
It's
no, that's-
devoid of framing. And then what it makes you do is you say, okay, I don't really know why I'm reading this description. But then the moments, and then it becomes mesmerizing because you're reading these descriptions one after another. And then what happens? And then after a while, when it opens up,
Yeah.
and like the scene changes, and they're traveling,
Yeah.
it's like and then what I think is like, how is bro continuing to go
Yeah.
this long?
Yeah.
Convinced, like, and he's like, this is this is sick, bro.
Yeah.
This is sick.
Let me tell you another.
Right?
This is from
Like-
book 2. This is a great example
Yeah.
of how funny he is.
Okay.
So he's at his apartment, which is like a tenements, I think,
Yeah.
like subsidized housing
Sure.
in Milan, and he's on the balcony, and he says,
I just ran back book 2, so I know book. Oh, book 2. Pardon.
Yeah, this is
This
Songs
Songs
of
of
Chaos.
Chaos.
Yeah.
From the window in front of the table where I'm writing, I see Japanese people on the balcony opposite taking in their stretched out undies. Each one is thinner than the next, but their undies are incredibly large and baggy. They flutter around their groins like cloaks! Exclamation mark.
Oh wait, he had a good. I noted the first time he had an exclamation mark.
But that's
Yeah,
just so funny because it's like, why are there Japanese people
Yeah.
in this like Milan slum and they have like these giant underwear
Yeah.
on? It's just amazing.
Oh, okay. Here, this is a good one for Good Friday. The angel raised its head for a moment. What is it, sir? I was thinking of other worlds, Jesus said, looking around as if he were far away. This dreamy Jesus, like who got circumcised and he's gloomy.
Oh, look.
His body still emanated the scent of aloe and myrrh from the tomb. But what is a dream of God? Isn't that in the second book? Doesn't he dream? God has a dream or something like that?
Probably.
He tried to ask again
You
a
mean
little
book
while.
2? You mean-
Yeah.
It's
Just
not-
from remembering from the untranslated.
kind
Yeah.
of. I mean,
The angel had now stopped at the edge of the tomb, and it was almost impossible to make out its voice. Sir, I don't understand, it whispered. That's really
it's so weird.
Wait,
I
look
mean,
at this.
The angel addressing Jesus as Sir, and Jesus is like his confusing boss. He's like has to dote on. It's so fucking good.
Yeah,
I
dude,
mean-
we got an Ophiuchus reference on page 319.
Oh,
He goes, we're in the boreal sky, someone would report.
Oh, this part's
and
hilarious.
it's definitely spring, another would add. For Ophiuchus, which is the 13th constellation,
Yeah,
the secret
Scorpio.
forgotten constellation between Scorpio and Sagittarius, for Ophiuchus was practically slipping away beyond the limits of the boreal sky. No, it must be summer now, a third would announce, for the same constellation had ended up at a point that seemed to be at the center of space, and Cepheus was also lowered down, and Scorpio had appeared in the background, and the whole of Hydra seemed to have vanished bit by bit. Of course I like this, bro. Whenever I see something, okay, first of all, Volman has good star stuff. You know who else? There's this epic part right at the end of Under the Volcano.
oh yeah.
Of course.
Where Lowry's talking about all the constellations.
Oh
He
yeah.
lists them all. Dude, I fucking came when I read
Yeah.
that, dude. I love
I forget, that part's so funny when they're flying though, because it's just again the Moresco's Italian editor when he turned in this book was like, "Ma io non capisco un cazzo." Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand dick. I don't understand
yeah,
God.
but see-
like it's not a book that it's so Gnostic. It's beyond Gnostic.
No, because that's the thing. Like, you'll go for pages, and I'll put the book down because it's being too silly.
Yeah.
You know, like somebody being too silly. I'm like, yo, stop being so silly.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying to be serious.
Yeah.
But then sometimes it does get then when it gets kind of divine, and you like get there, like what is he talking about right here? Yeah, it's all sky. It's really like, yeah, you just got to do like silly shit and then describe the stars.
Yeah.
It's a very good literary
Yeah.
effect. The airplane would continue to fly, somebody marking down the precise
Also, it
positions
makes
of
no
the
sense.
stars.
That it's wood. He's describing one journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I know. It's always wood.
Yeah.
Marking down the precise position of the stars on the window with a marker, connecting all the points together so as to better follow that continuous sliding of the constellations as we pass from one sky to the next, from one season to the next, and from time to time you would seem to glimpse some very distant star at the edge of the sky as it was giving back part of its mass and all of the surrounding space, dust and powder still being thrown up, unmistakable signs of the contraction of the previous universe or the formation of a new fiery sphere of helium and hydrogen before a subsequent dilation. But didn't this come to pass millions of years ago? Somebody would object in a loud tone. The
Somebody
fuck,
would
bro?
object.
Like, yeah, it's always like this. You're like, oh, I know where I am. Then it's like, then this would happen.
But-
and then somebody would say this. When?
See,
Where
But
would they
I
say
mean,
this?
I just love that the focus all the way from the bacteria and farts to the stars and the chemical composition of the planets.
They're definitely
then
some
it goes
sacred
here-
profane shit. Sacred profane
Yeah,
shit.
he goes, to what new species are we giving life? I'd ask myself, and I like, just I mean, it's the beginnings,
Yeah.
right? And it's 1998, and he was talking about, which is something I'm really interested in. And he was just like, I don't want to write 20th century literature anymore. I'm just trying to see what the 21st century literature is.
And he was 45 already when this got published. He thought this whole book was his whole life. You know?
Yeah, I mean that's crazy. I love.
And it's not in print in Italy. It's not like. I think it is a classic, but it's a classic that requires slow engagement.
It's really unusual.
Though, I mean, what I'm saying about those framing sentences is also a testament to like American literature now.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I was like,
Mhm.
all right, I'm done writing these books. This book's gonna get published and gonna make people fired up, and you're gonna read it. So I'm constantly like, I'm almost like, please don't stop reading.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
I got you. Like a joke,
Yeah.
scary
Yeah.
thing. Nice
Tempo.
And I'm like, Gian, just keep reading. That's literally right there. I
Yeah.
put it in the inbox. I said, make sure they keep reading. This type of fucking meandering,
European,
patient,
very.
drilling a hole in a direction you don't
Yeah.
really understand why we're going in this direction. This is like so non-American.
Well,
thing that's-
okay, but I have an American comp for this book in the same year.
Infinite Jest.
No. Do you know
Same
Gail
corrections.
Jones' Mosquito? Do you know this book?
No.
Gail Jones.
I know
is-
Gail Jones, of course.
Yeah, but did you know her, Max?
No.
She's like a forgotten American writer now because.
Yo, tell her about.
Yeah, I
Gail
will
Jones
tell you
story.
about Gail Jones.
Tell me
She's a
Toni
black.
Morrison loved.
Toni Morrison published her when she was young. She's a black writer, and so in 1998 she was living with this dude who was kind of a criminal, and they had gone abroad and they were back, and he was a problematic guy, and she got nominated for a National Book Award, and the feds used that to find out where she was living, and they raided her house,
What?
and when they broke down the door, her husband committed suicide. And she decided, like, I'm done publishing. Nothing's coming out.
Whoa.
Now, like, there is a press putting out her books or something like that, but she's not involved at all. I mean, you don't hear from her. She's vanished. And she wrote this big book. So that book was The Healing, which is pretty good. But her big book is called Mosquito. And it's like, it's very Finnegan's Waked Out. And it's just like, it's this black female truck driver. And she's just ranting the whole time in this kind of colloquial language that gets really strange. It's really like Gertrude Stein, but it made me think of this a lot. It's
I'll
about
get
the
it.
same.
That's sick.
It's a very, very strange book.
What happens in Songs of Chaos, the sequel to the Beginnings, is that since the Beginnings was such a failure, the cat is his
Yeah.
publisher.
cat, dude.
Yeah,
The
that's
cat
funny.
becomes his publisher.
Oh, yeah,
like,
that's right.
really.
The cat is running around and he didn't read the single piece of paper. He gives them.
Oh,
he
yeah.
wants to read the single
Yeah,
piece of paper.
Yeah.
And the cat's just fleeing him for weeks. Because he read and he just laughs hysterically and never says anything about it.
Yeah.
Like, what did he
man.
write on that paper?
Well, that was him starting to be a writer. And so that's why the cat then becomes the publisher who won't publish him, and he's chasing the cat around.
Oh, really?
And the cat is like,
So it's the same thing.
come to the office to meet me. Like, I'm so desperate
But
to
see,
publish
that's,
you.
even that's such a surprising turn that it becomes about
Writing.
him trying to
Yeah,
write
yeah,
the
yeah.
book.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's so surprising, and you're totally right that the moment the book goes in the overdrive,
Yeah,
is
it's the
peach
peach.
stuff, and then they're all in the bed together. It's
so
so
weird.
It's so
And
weird,
but it's like
but it's suddenly
titillating.
Yes, exactly, and it's so strange because I'm on a serious. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, Max said this is about a monk, and I'm a monk, so I'm
Yeah.
reading this. I'm all like,
well,
what's
I also
going on?
wondered-
What's
I don't
going
know if
on?
It says it on the back, but something about a monotone something.
He likes describing
I don't
dry
know who, did you
scheming.
write this? Or did Will write this?
No, someone else wrote it. Not Will.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's
I don't. It's
okay.
it's copy.
Yeah, copy is copy, but
Copy's copy.
but it
I didn't
does
write it.
frame some things. And I heard something about a monotone the whole time, but I really think that it's not monotonous at
It's
all.
not monotonous.
It's ecstatic almost the whole
But it's
time.
so turgid with stuff that becomes a kind of monotone. It's like
because you can't intake everything.
yeah, free jazz.
Yeah.
Like if you listen to Ascension, John Coltrane, it comes across as a wash.
Yeah.
And that's almost like why you need to spend a lot of time with it to get to those interesting little bits.
Yeah.
Because when you first listen, you're like, wow, that's fucking crazy, I guess. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas if you're like, let's break that down.
Yeah.
What jazz standard does he interpolate for 3 seconds
Yeah.
before then going,
Yeah. Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
No, it's yeah.
I like that line, giving birth to a new species, because I've been thinking a lot about books in terms of, what books are fecund for influence, like now that you go into, and they actually, you can look at this and it will give you something to continue the tradition forward. And what books are kind of dead end. And I think he's trying to write a book that is
this is the really fertile ground.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
sure.
There's just so much there that's
sure.
unusual and new, and and probably as he continues going, like the whole project, the whole trilogy
Yeah.
is like
This is the most fertile one, though,
Yeah.
I'd say.
yeah.
Because Songs of Chaos is almost like a punk gesture. It's like Metal Machine music, the
Mm.
Lou Reed album, where he was like getting out of his record deal
Yeah.
on fucking speed,
Yeah.
and then he invented noise music.
Yeah.
But so in Songs of Chaos, the Cat is his publisher, and the Cat's like, you can't write books like the beginnings anymore. No one
Yeah.
wants to read
Yeah.
them. They're not good for modernity.
Yeah.
You've got to write books about spermicidal
Yeah.
lubricant and remote
And
controlled
he does
garage
that.
doors.
Yeah.
And he does that, but then that also becomes metaphysical.
Yeah. But
Just in the context of
go
Max
ahead.
Miller's books, though, it's so it's so belligerently simple.
The beginnings?
Yeah,
well, I think that it's
from sentence to sentence, it is.
Yeah.
you know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Like-
yeah. From
like,
time to time.
from
From time to time.
like
from time to time.
what makes it the cumulative effect of it is strange. But like you think of like I don't know.
but you
these-
can understand every word.
Yeah, you can understand every
Oh,
word.
they're hard
And you can
words,
understand
though.
every exactly.
The
It's hard because
description is
you
fucked
don't
up.
understand why the description is
Like,
going
for
the
example,
direction
the part
that it's
when he's working
going.
in a garbage dump, and like this is one thing I caught in my final check. I thought that he was describing the wasps as being like droplets of egg yolk,
Yeah.
but actually the wasps are licking droplets of
Oh,
egg yolk
man.
off of his glasses.
And
And I'm
see,
like,
that's the thing with the animals. He's so attuned to insects, which
Yeah.
other writers aren't attuned to that.
and I was like, well, also eggs. I mean, like, I don't think wasps like eggs.
It is weird.
I mean, it's just sort of like one of those things where you're like, oh. Or like there's one part where it describes like squares of deodorant stuck to the ceiling of an elevator,
Mm.
but it's like air freshener squares.
Yeah, yeah,
And they're dripping.
yeah.
And it's like,
What? That doesn't make any sense.
okay. Like dripping. But I guess maybe like there's also the time difference,
Yeah.
right? So shit was different in the 1970s in Italy. And also Moresco is crazy in
Yeah,
his
yeah.
descriptions. Like the botch, there's one part where like he walks by like a bocce ball adjuster's shop.
Mm-hmm.
Like the guy just
Bocce ball adjusters,
adjusts
yeah.
bocce balls.
That, just bocce ball.
Yeah, or something. Let me find it. It's so
Yeah.
fucking funny.
But
This is why I love the book, because like in
yeah, it's actually fire, and I was doubting for a while. I thought I was gonna come to the
Dude.
dude and be like,
No. When Max first
about?
sent it to me and I was reading the beginning, I was like so mystified.
Yeah.
I was like, "What the fuck is going
Yeah.
on, bro?" And then it started hitting in a weird way, and then it started taking on this sort of like
Yeah.
divine, like just
Yeah.
strange quality.
yeah. I'd
Um,
reach a new town, stopping before a bocce ball rectifier's shop,
bocce ball rectifier.
and it really is not a
Yeah.
term in Italian.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
I of course think Francesco is like
Yeah.
I needed him because of course like if
So
you're
was Francesco a fan of this book?
yeah,
Oh shit!
huge.
What?
No, I thought I was drinking your beer.
And then it was the funny thing is like stopping
I
before a
forgot
bocce ball rectifier's shop, stopping before a scale rental company. I'd enter a licorice vendor's, somewhat
It's like, what
exasperated.
kind of mall are you in?
Like bocce ball rectifier,
It's like a Simpsons
scale
joke.
rental, yeah, licorice vendor.